The League of Women Voters has been around for 100 years, and our organization was instrumental in getting women the right to vote.
Our group is a nonprofit organization that welcomes and includes men and women, young and old.
Incluimos a todos los vecinos y vecinas que quieran ser voluntarios, sin excepciones. We seek to include all of our neighbors as members and volunteers, no exceptions.
We are nonpartisan. That means we don't support or oppose any political parties or candidates that are running for office.
Our main purpose is to register people to vote, to provide nonpartisan information about elections, and to really encourage people to vote. The League also advocates on certain issues, but only after thorough study and debate.
John Lewis, a civil rights icon, reminds us the vote is the most powerful nonviolent tool we have. Voting is both a privilege and a right. And today we stand on the shoulders of those who have paved the way for us to have this right.
For the last 50 years, the generation known as the baby boomers have dominated voting, as shown by the chart here, based on the 2016 presidential election. Voting by the baby boomers started declining in 2016 as voting by millennials increased.
In 2020, 58% of eligible voters were younger than baby boomers. Going forward, they can be the deciders for our cities, our counties, our states, and our nation, if they vote.
That's right, friends. Democracy is not a spectator sport. Our kind of government requires participation in order to work right. And voting is a universally recognized way to include citizens as active participants in making their own decisions.
Even though the right to vote is essential to the health of our democracy, Americans have a historically poor record of voting. Let's look at some recent numbers for California voters.
En las elecciones presidenciales de 2016, el 78% de personas elegibles en California se registraron para votar. In the 2016 presidential election, 78% of eligible California voters registered to vote.
59% of eligible voters actually voted.
So this means that 41% of the eligible voters did not vote. They chose to let the 59% be the deciders.
Aaron Sorkin wrote this line for the TV show West Wing: "Decisions are made by those who show up." We think this pretty well sums up the importance of voting in our democracy. Be a decider, show up to vote.
Your vote is your voice. And if you don't vote, then no one is hearing you. You can't really complain. You have no basis because you did not go out and vote. No one can really find a candidate that's perfect top to bottom. But I guess you gotta sit down, really look at the issues, and make your best choice.
Historically, in Solano County, we have many examples of close election contests where the candidate won by just a handful of votes. Your vote counts. Just one vote can make a real difference.
Decisions are made by those who show up.